Well, hello and welcome to Chess Base Workshop. My name is Steve Lopez. Thank you for clicking on that link to join us for this presentation. We've been talking about the Let's Check features of Fritz 13, the brand new stuff that's in there starting with the new version Fritz 13, all the cool online features where you can add to a worldwide database of comments, of analysis that everybody can contribute to. We've been looking at analysis functions. I just now mentioned comments. We haven't looked at those yet. That's the subject of today's video. You can write text comments to positions that are in the large opening book that is part of the Let's Check server. So let's have a look at how to do that. Of course, this is our standard setup. We're looking at Fritz 13. And what I've done is I've loaded a game of the Caro-Kann advanced variation, but I just want to make a basic comment about the Caro-Kann defense. So I've played through the game up to the position where black has replied to 1e4 with c6, the defining move of the Caro-Kann. So now we're going to add a comment to this on the Let's Check server. So how do we do it? First of all, we're going to go to the engine menu in Fritz 13, and you see a highlighted button in this screenshot that says Let's Check. Show the Let's Check windows. Basically, it's just the way we've always been doing it, the way we log into the Let's Check server. The other way to do it, of course, is if you go down here to the lower right side of the screen, you see in your engine analysis pane, there's a button with a blue arrow. You can connect by clicking that button as well. Once you've connected to the Let's Check server, you'll see something like this. If you click the Live Book tab in the notation pane, you'll see how many people are online, that you're connected, welcome, along with your Play Chess username, and of course the speed index for your engine that you've selected. Now, we're not even using an engine for this, first of all. This is not an engine function. You can have any engine loaded at this point. It really makes no difference because we're going to type in a comment. That's all we're going to do. Notice that we do have some comments for this position already that some people have typed in. We can resize this view, by the way, by making the clock window small and by making the engine analysis pane small. We can get this to kind of automatically resize where we have a little bit more room to work. So we'll try that, and all I did was, again, make the clock pane small and the engine analysis pane small, and we get a little better view. Everything kind of reorganizes, and we can see the comments that have already been made, the author of those comments, and likes and unlikes, which we will talk about here directly. So how do we make a comment? Notice in this window, kind of a violet color, there are some buttons at the bottom of it. To write a comment, obviously, all you have to do is click the Write button. So let's do that now and see what we get. We have this. Please write only comments related to the current position, and please respect the copyright of other authors. What they're asking you to do is not crib your comment out of a book without attribution, and please write only comments related to the current position. Please don't write things that are have nothing to do with chess, that have to do with politics, or that aren't politically correct, or you're insulting people or whatever. I mean, just write a comment that has something to do with chess is what they're asking you. You have a narrow window, so just type your comment here. You'll see those words are highlighted right now. Think of this as being very similar to Twitter. You have about 144 characters. Not about, that's what you have. Twitter allows you 140 characters for your comments. This allows you 144. So you only get 4 more characters than you get with Twitter. By the way, you will see a national flag there. This is the British Union Jack. I'm an American, but the U.S. flag doesn't come up. What that flag symbolizes is what language you have your Fritz 13 set up in. So if you have it set up for English, you get a Union Jack rather than a U.S. flag. Americans, please don't be offended. There are also some additional buttons that are not active right now. I believe that at some future time, you may have the ability to pick what language you'd like to see a comment in, existing comments, as well as mask ones in languages that you don't understand. I think that's what those are going to be used for at a later time. Anyway, you go ahead and type your comment. I've already decided what I'd like to say about the Caro-Kann here, so I type in my comment. And we're doing this as a series of stills because I don't think it's really productive for you to see a video of me typing in character by character my comment. But I've written named for Horatio Caro and Marcus Kahn often leads to positions similar to D-pawn openings, which is very true. I play the Caro-Kann as my stock response to 1e4, and depending on what white plays, it can very easily lead to closed positions or semi-open positions. A lot of times you get stuff that's really not that different from, in a lot of cases, the Queen's Gambit. So you'll see a lot of things that are similar to deep pawn openings when you play the Caro-Kann. So I've typed in that comment. All I have to do now to submit that comment is click OK, and we see this. My comment is now in the window. Of course, you can change the size of this pane, also change the size of this column to see the complete comment. Down here, by the way, it says thank you for your comment. You typed it in. There's my username. Of course, there won't be any likes or unlikes because I just now sent it in. So it now appears what I typed is now part of the comments to this position. Not necessarily a variation, just this board position has this comment. You'll see that people have already mentioned the Caro-Kann defense. Two of the comments are in German, one is in English. There are some more buttons down here, by the way, and we'll cover those here. If you'd like to change your comment, you might find that you have misspelled something, or if you'd like to alter a comment, you can click on your comment, click the edit button, and it allows you to revise your comment. Change the spelling, delete your comment even if you want to. There's also a button for that separately. If you want to get rid of your comment, just click on it, highlight it, and click delete. Please note, and this kind of goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway, you can't edit other people's comments and you can't delete other people's comments, only your own. So don't even try to do these things with other people's comments or you'll be disappointed. The core of this feature is there's a like and a dislike and a report button. We'll talk about the report button first. If a comment is put up that is offensive, it's politically incorrect, it makes racial or sexual comments, or it has nothing to do with chess, it's political in nature, whatever it happens to be, if it's something that's violating what this feature is supposed to be used for, please do report it. Click on the comment and click report. Now, report is only to be used for comments of the nature we've just been talking about. It's a non-chess comment or an offensive comment uses offensive language. Just because you may not particularly appreciate a comment. For example, I said that this often leads to positions similar to d-pawn. If you disagree with that, that is not an occasion to click the report button. There's a different button for that kind of thing. Only report things that are offensive or shouldn't be on a chess server. Otherwise, you're wasting the time of the people that are running this thing. The like and dislike buttons, it's very similar to Dig or Reddit if you're familiar with those internet sites where people will submit, for example, links or pictures or whatever, and you click like or dislike, same kind of thing. Even Facebook has things where you can like comments that people have done. You can click on a comment and click like or dislike. Reason for liking or disliking, generally going to be somebody makes a very appropriate comment, something that's helpful, a chess comment that helps you to understand a position, either by telling you, in this case, the name of the opening, or, as I've done, a little bit about that particular position, a little bit of chess knowledge about it, you would click like. If somebody makes some kind of comment that you don't care for, you can click dislike. For example, maybe somebody will type a comment that's supposed to increase someone's chess knowledge, but you think that comment is incorrect, that they're misleading people, not necessarily deliberately, but that a particular piece of chess advice may not be appropriate to that position. That's the reason to click dislike. Remember, only use report if it's something that's offensive, that's not chess related, that shouldn't be on the server, period. If it is a chess related comment, you can like or dislike it. I don't understand German. I have no idea what this comment is. Apparently, it's not real popular. There have been 4 dislikes. Somebody here wrote, I believe this is German for Caro-Kann defense. There's 3 likes, 3 dislikes. Why somebody would dislike that comment, I have no clue. Here, somebody wrote in English, the Caro-Kann defense. Somebody liked it. Apparently, somebody may not have known that that was the name of this opening, found that helpful, they click like. If you find a comment helpful, click like. If you find a comment to be incorrect or not terribly helpful for some other reason, you can click dislike. Why would you click like and dislike? What does all this mean right here? Well, there's actually a list of people and the points that they've earned for the comments that they've made. And we'll show you how to get to that. Go to the List of Honor button, and select likes. It says likes net, and what it does, it keeps a running tally of likes and dislikes. Every time you get a like, you get a point. Every time somebody dislikes one of your comments, you lose a point. And when you click on that, you get a scrolling list, and it shows everybody who has, or at least the top 50 of people who have made comments. Notice, by the way, have made comments and there have been likes and dislikes. It is possible to get a negative number. If you make enough comments that enough people dislike, and it's not counterbalanced by comments that people like, you can get a negative number. If you scroll down this list, there are people way down at the bottom that have negative numbers connected to their comments. Notice we don't have a ton of people here that have a ton of points. Now, bear in mind, this is a net number. For example, one of these people only has, say, 2 points, may have made 10 comments, and there have been 7 of them have been liked, there have been 5 dislikes, etc., and you wind up with a 2-point net. It does subtract the dislikes. But notice there aren't a ton of people with a ton of positive comments. I think probably because this is an underutilized feature. I haven't covered it in videos before. There haven't been a ton of articles about this sort of thing. So maybe people aren't aware of it. That's why I wanted to do this video, to make you aware of this scrolling list of the people who have created comments and their number of votes, likes and dislikes. It's a really cool feature. It's very helpful. If you go back, again, we'll just go back a number of pictures here. If you know a little something about a position, if you have just a little piece of advice for people, maybe a bishop move hits on a certain pawn, maybe 3 pieces are piling up on an isolated D pawn, whatever it happens to be, please do feel free to type in helpful comments about a particular chess position. All you have to do is click right, and you get this window. It says type your comment here. Remember, you are limited to 144 characters. Just type your comment, click OK, and it shows up on the list. And now people can look at your comment and either vote for or against it, like or dislike it. And again, the more votes you get, particularly the more like votes you get, the more likely you are to wind up on this ranking list. As you see, someone named A. De Diego has a whole bunch of likes, 29 net likes. That's even if some of his comments have been disliked. He still has 29 points, so he's the leader in making helpful comments on the Let's Check server. So it's a cool feature, very useful, and you can help other people, other chess players, to better understand the positions they encounter in the openings by typing your comments using this particular feature. Till next time, for Chess Base Workshop, I'm Steve Lopez, reminding you to please do have fun.